Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a perfect draft beer review with me, Ruku. Today's perfect draft is this. It is of course Leffe Royale Cascade. Now, I believe, and I don't know what Leffe Royale it was, but I started my channel on Leffe Royale, was my first ever beer review. Now, I can't remember if it was Cascade or Whitbread. It's been well over 10 years and I can't be bothered to look back on my old videos and find out, but it was one of them. And here I am reviewing the Leffe Cascade here on the Perfect Draft. Now, this uses 3 different types of hops. It's from Belgium, 7.5%. And the interesting thing is, it uses, one of the ingredients is American hops, and that is Cascade. So already, you know, I can't remember what this tasted like from 10, 12 years ago, whatever it was. But yeah, I'm going to revisit this, but this time it's on the Perfect Draft. So let's crack on. What we can see is a lovely golden colour. Look at how strong that is, nice and cold as well. Look at that. Just take the vapour off, look. Bit of condensation. Who doesn't love condensation? I quite like that black streak down there, it's quite cool. Yeah, very strong golden. You can see there it's about a finger, maybe a finger and a half of head, which is good. I will say this was very easy to pour. There was no real angling of the glass, and I'll probably show you that after this review. I'll show you how it was poured. But yeah, very easy to pour this. Looks wise, it looks quite attractive. 7.5, you're thinking, oh blimey, you know, this is one of the strongest on the Perfect Draft because you've got Leffe 9, which I reviewed, and you've also got Quack as well, and Quack Blonde as well. So they're all sort of 8. Well, Leffe 9 was 9%. Quack is 8.5. Triple Carbonate as well, forgot that, 8.5. This is 7.5. So the strong end of the scale, and I've had all of those beers on draft, and they are all very, very good. So if you're looking for recommendations, go and pick one of those up as well. But for the meantime, Leffe Royale Cascade, looks wise, strong, striking, beautiful. Cracking with some aromas, and then that all important taste. Lots of grapefruit on the aroma, a little bit of hop, grapefruit, hop, and yeast. It's like a yeast, a spicy yeast, I think that is. If I burp, sign of a good beer. I haven't drunk any yet, I don't know why I'm saying that. Right, so let's crack on. This was poured at a 9-degree temperature because I know that this is a type of beer that you shouldn't really have cold or too cold because you want it chilled, and if you had it too cold, the flavours won't develop. So that's why I'm having it at 9 degrees here. So cheers everyone. That's actually really, really like fruity, man. That is really grapefruity. A ton of grapefruit in that. There's a little bit of spice. I want to say possible clove, you know, going back to Leffe Blonde, possible clove, maybe like an allspice, tons of grapefruit. You get a small amount of hop. Now I'm a little bit disappointed on the hop front because using 3 different types of hops, and I only know one of them, that's Cascade. However, 3 types of hops, I would expect it to be a lot more hoppier than what it actually is, but it really isn't. This is basically Leffe Blonde, but we've added grapefruit. You know, the ease of drinkability on this is stupid. It's just going to sink. And 7.5, you could, well, I'm not going to lie to you, you're going to get pretty drunk pretty quickly. You know, it's very light in the body, just like Leffe Blonde was. There's grapefruit, there's hop. Yeah, it's actually not what I thought it would be. And after drinking this from about, what, 10 years ago, I can't really remember what it's tasted like. However, this is still pretty good. A few criticisms, as I said, more hop needed. Not too bad on the grapefruit front. And the grapefruit front reminds me a little bit like Elvis juice, but not quite strong. There is a little sweetness there. To me, that feels a bit artificial. Probably a syrup of some kind. but it doesn't bother it. It doesn't bother me, and it doesn't bother the flavour, because the grapefruit is so overpowering. It's only on the end of the grapefruit notes do you get that sort of slight syrup taste. Yeah, it's very watery in the body, very light, easy to get down. The head you don't really get because it's so small now. You can see it's just dissipated very, very quickly. You know, we went from a finger width and a half to barely a fingernail. So yeah, that's the only downside. You can just see that there, like barely a fingernail. Still, it's got some good lacing around it. You can see the lacing. For burps, I have good beer. Lacing's great. What did I pay for this? I can't really remember. I think it was like 40 odd pound, something around that region, about 41, something like that. Is it worth the £41? No, it really isn't. A great beer, don't get me wrong, and you must try a beer of this calibre, whether it's bottle or draft, but I think £41 is a little bit steep for what you're getting. You know, pros, it's a light, easy-going beer, reasonable flavour. Downside, you know, I'm not being funny, it's a little bit overpriced for a 7.5% beer, and you're going to drink this in no time. And if you're like me and you love your beer, this will be gone probably within a few days, and you're going to go, wow, that was a waste of £41. So yeah, I think, should this be averaging about £30 to £35, I would say, yeah, good deal. But 40 odd pound, no, I wouldn't recommend it. But I will say this, guys and girls, do buy this on the draft, give it a try. It is reasonably good. Insanely light to drink, and good flavour. So yeah, I'm going to score Leffe Royale on the perfect draft a 8 out of 10, and the only reason why I'm doing that is because, dominated by around about 2 or 3 flavours, I'm knocking it down because of the price. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, and join me again soon for some more perfect draft beer reviews.